Hey guys, Engineer Pat 5290 coming to you with just a few O-gauge tips that I have learned recently as I'm doing the progress on the update. I'd like to thank all of you for watching my most recent videos with the layout update, as well as January's Q&A responses and also the February Q&A prompt. Just a couple of things that I have learned throughout this. I've learned a lot about soldering wires to the track and also hooking things up, learning the difference between the powered rail and the ground rails, and just lubricating and greasing up all my motorized units. Um, a question is often asked when I get an accessory like um, a hobo shack or a rotating airplane, something like that, and you just want to test it to see how it works. How can you do that? Well, obviously you can hook it up to the track, number one, and make a bunch of mess. But what if the accessory doesn't run right? You want an easy way where you can hook it to the track, run it, and then just take it right off. One thing I will recommend that you at least have to have a few of these in your kit are these. The Lionel CTC lock-ons and 2 pieces of wire. Let me tell you something. This is the answer. Every time you want to test something, take one of these and take 2 pieces of wire. It can be most any wire. It could be the wires that could come with it. And number one goes to the hot rail, which is the middle rail, which is powered, and the number two goes to ground. You hook it underneath the track, hook up the wires to the proper connections, and then test your accessory. It does 2 things. Number one, they're very easy to set up, so there is really no mess. And number 2, you can test it. You can test it to see if it runs out of the box. Most of the time, it's going to run out of the box. If something is not right, go back and troubleshoot it. If you're not sure, take it back to your local licensed Lionel dealer and let them take a look at it. Because sometimes things are going to be recalled, and you know something? It happens. Humans are not perfect, guys. We all make mistakes. So it's always good to test your accessories out with one of these lock-ons before you secure it to your layout. You can even add switches to it as well where you can activate it, which I have done on a couple pieces on the layout. So I thought I would offer some tips like this, and these don't cost very much. You can find these at your local licensed Lionel dealer. I happen to have a few extras of these because when my dad built the layout, he actually bought some extra pieces because you don't know when they're going to come in handy. And always keep extra wire. Wire is handy. So that's number one. Another thing is too, take a needle oiler like this that has some oil in it where you can get into the tight areas of your locomotives and other motorized units, like especially bearings, and other areas where it might need a little oil. And also, keep a toothpick in with your grease. Use it as like a little, like, the grease is like peanut butter, and you spread it with a knife. Use the toothpick as a knife, and just put a little bit of grease on the gears. Just remember, a little bit of grease goes a long way. And, excuse me, that was my Facebook. I apologize. Another thing, as I mentioned in my most recent layout update video, one of the cars that I had some significant damage on the wheel. This little groove right here is chewed up, and it's grinding into the actual little lip. So if you see that, that means that wheel is no more good and it could break. Not to say it would, but it will. So the best thing to do is get a new set of trucks, take off the old, put the new ones on to be safe. So, and that's what I did with that Hills Brothers coffee boxcar. So that one is up and running again, and I've talked more about that in the layout update video. So thought I would give a few little tips on this. If the couplers are not right, guys, for your cars, especially with the older rivet tooling, you need to get those replaced because you want to have all your couplers operating. So the 6-140/78 truck is good. They're really easy to put on. You just drill out the rivets. You can even use a drill press if you want to. And I do a whole video on how to do that. Just drill them out, roll the new ones under. It comes with a little grommet and a screw. put it in with a number 2 Phillips screwdriver, and you're good to go. But I do a whole video on that, so I encourage you to definitely watch that. Just a few tips on that, just a few couple little easy tips on some stuff that I have learned. But as always, guys, thank you all for watching the video. Smash the like button, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Tap the notification bell. A lot of videos are in the works right now. The channel's getting ready to get busy again. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I thank you guys for watching.